EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Touchdown! Josh Downs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dragons are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run. Here's the former Seminole. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Trap 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Downs. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dragons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Third down and 6. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready? Check out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Murray now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Let's go. Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19, 18. Pioneer.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Dragons are able to add on to their 1st half lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Caden Stearns. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is.
He's got a man. Complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to Pierce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to at least get one score back. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
The score, Dragons 35, Cardinals 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now he's flushed out left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Downs as the first half is winding down. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Murray. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet, pushing his way through and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Big X open, Big X open. 2-2.
A final shot before half from Murray. Able to get away.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
It got his man complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Dragons have taken a 6-touchdown lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Shotgun now from Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Murray now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now Prater to add the PAT. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Cardinals 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. B.J. Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Second and 6. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Dragons have got it on cruise control.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Benson.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
A give left side for Benson.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Murray.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Dancing to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Murray going to throw.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their